Yo, what's poppin' YouTube? It's your boy Jules. We back with another video. Sorry I kept y'all waiting so long, but we are finally back. You know what I'm saying? Today we got another Let Me Vent video. This one, I mean, y'all can probably already tell what we're gonna be talking about by the title, but it's gonna be like about, it's gonna be about taking accountability and, you know what I'm saying, just owning up to the shit you're doing, which is pretty much the definition of taking accountability. But we also just gonna talk about being realistic and being able to see your flaws and realizing that you can change, that type of shit, you know what I'm saying? Now, I haven't rolled up my blunt yet, so I am getting started on that right now. It's a Tuesday, early morning. I'm about to be going into work pretty soon. I'm just, you know, want to get this video out the way. I woke up pretty early today. I'm like, hey, I got time, let's get something done. Hope everything good with y'all though, you feel me? I know I ain't really been around too much, but you know, y'all been letting me know that I gotta come back and start posting again, so I'm gonna definitely drop some shit for y'all. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of didn't realize how many people were really tuned into my videos until I stopped posting so much, because then it was like a whole bunch of people that I didn't realize were watching my videos that were hitting me up like, yo, when you dropping again? You know, as usual, I got me a Dutch. You know what I'm saying? Dutch master. That's what they call me. No, they don't. But I've said this before, you know, Dutches aren't, I'm not gonna sit here and actually say that they're the best, but it's just what I started with, and you know, this is what I'm used to. So I don't like to switch up what works. That's one thing about me. I like consistency. If something's working for me or whatever, I'm gonna keep doing it. I'm not about to try and adjust it or whatever. So pretty much what I just wanted to talk about was I feel like a majority of people, and to be honest, it's probably a good amount of the people that are watching this video too, you know what I'm saying? And it ain't nothing wrong with it, because I definitely, you know, I feel like people can change and, you know what I'm saying, work on themselves or whatever, but a majority of people struggle with taking accountability. You know, everybody got their own problems in life, you know what I'm saying, their own struggles and that type of stuff, but I feel like everybody seems to be saying like all their problems that they got ain't their fault, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't caused by them. Sometimes like it's just you're not being honest with yourself when you're saying that. Like I was saying before, you got to be realistic, man. Like the signs will be right in your face, and it's like if you ignoring the signs and then something bad comes out of it, that's on you. Like you ignored the signs, you know what I'm saying? Whether that's relationship problems, money problems, just I don't know, whatever it is, a lot of the times that shit really do be your fault, to be honest with you. That's something I've learned about myself over time. It's like when you sitting around, you just doing a lot of thinking, and shit, smoking's kind of helped me realize this too, I think. It's like I'll get really mad about something or whatever, and then I'll sit back and I'll smoke, give it a few minutes, and then I start thinking about it more rationally, and I'm like, okay, maybe I was tweaking out a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Maybe I did need to chill out. I've definitely had quite a few moments like that though, where, you know what I'm saying, I just had to own up to what I did afterwards, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta apologize, because you ain't always right, gang. You ain't always right, nobody is. And if you struggle with actually verbally saying you're sorry or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you can just say you're sorry with your actions or whatever. Your actions gonna let them know. Like my friends that hang out with me IRL, or my family, you know what I'm saying, they all know I'm not too much of a talker. I'm not gonna be sitting around always saying like, oh, I got you, I love you, this, that, and the third, whatever. Like my actions is gonna let you know how I feel about you or about the situation or whatever. To be honest, I try to make it like as obvious as possible. But anyways, like I was saying, man, it's not even just like the problems that you got going on, the things that you want out of life. I'm not, you know what, hold up, let me slow my roll, because I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like it's everything in life or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like I ain't gonna lie, there is certain things in life that are out of your control, but your reaction to those things, that's something you really should be able to have complete control of. Obviously, you know, everybody got emotions and that type of thing, but you can always learn to control your emotions. You're never gonna have it 100% figured out, but you can, like I said, you can always work on yourself. And it's really just people needing to be realistic it's too many delusional people out here. People be thinking they deserve so much out of life, and it's like, gang, what did you really do to deserve that? Like, why do you really deserve that over all these other people in the world? You think you got it harder than everybody else? You know what I'm saying? Not everybody talk about the shit they going through. That's another thing. But it's like a lot of the time I be hearing people complain about certain things that they got going on in their life or whatever. And they're like, damn, why is this happening to me and not anybody else, whatever. And it's like, yo, I done been there, done that. Like, I done been in the same situation or something very similar. But I handled that shit. You know what I'm saying? I handled it instead of sitting around complaining about it, or I'm in the process of handling it. Just talking about it ain't gonna get nothing done for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, I understand venting is good to vent sometimes. Like, this is a let me vent video, so it's good to vent and get things off your chest. But also, you gotta understand, like, you can't just vent and then not do anything about it afterwards. Like, if you're gonna vent about all your problems, you need to be discussing, like, how you gonna fix these problems, and then right after you done venting, get to it. Start doing that shit you was just talking about. Another thing, don't judge me, but yes, I do have a Red Bull at 7 in the morning. All right, that ain't nothing new though. To be honest, I also feel like when you start taking more accountability for your actions and shit, it starts to take away a little bit of stress too. Like, man, I ain't gonna lie, there's always gonna be things that's stressing you out, whatever, you know what I'm saying? That's just life. But when you start taking accountability for things, when you start realizing, like, you can't be blaming all these other people for your problem, it does take away stress. If, like, you gotta believe in yourself too, type shit. Like, if you know that you're the problem, but then you also have, like, faith in yourself that you can change and you can, you know, fix those problems in yourself, then it's like, that's just always gonna give you a certain type of peace of mind at the end of the day. I know that any problems I got going on, they on me, and I feel like I'm capable of fixing those. It's just, you gotta lock in, you know what I'm saying? It ain't easy, but it's possible, and really anybody can do it. It's just a mentality. Gas what I smoke. And I got the backwoods beanie on. I don't be smoking no backwoods for real, unless somebody else rolling up. Every now and then though, I might switch it up type shit. I ain't gonna lie, I definitely like making these let me vent videos because I feel like I get to kind of give my point of view on things and try to give people advice. Sometimes I can't even take my own advice, you know what I'm saying? It's like, there's knowing what to do and then actually doing it. At least, like I was getting at, you know what I'm saying, I could take accountability for that, and you know what I'm saying, I be knowing sometimes there's shit I know I shouldn't do and I still do it anyways, and I'm like, yeah, I gotta stop doing it. I repeat a lot of the same mistakes, and actually that's something that I feel like everybody does. Like, most of the people I've talked to or whatever, they are always talking about, like, how they feel like they're going through the same problems over and over again. It's tough to change, man. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe if you're new. Stay tuned, man. I'm actually about to smoke the rest of this blunt, just vibe out to some music before I gotta go to work. But yeah, I appreciate you all tuning in.
Nigga with people and a nigga who can't even take out a big throw up the deuce. And I jack go to the riches cause them niggas know that's my brain. And why would I stop? Why would I wait? I cannot go on a date. She let me fucking out. Fucking right up on her. But they don't answer my last hope. I've been winning the race.